Well, I've had a busy time on this one this last couple of days. Just for timeline and reference, it's now October 2014, so I've had this just under a year, and I've got the car all stripped out. Whilst that sounds like a long time, it sat for a while with nothing happening whilst the garage was built, and then the Mustang was finished off, and Ronnie's VW had a load of welding work done, so this got worked on very spasmodically the last year. But the Mustang is done now, the VW is over at the painter, so I'm concentrating on this for a while. And I've got all the external trim off, all bar the boot lock, so I can still latch the trunk lid, so that's still on. Found a hard top for the car, which was now just sat there. Like I say, all external trim is off, all internal trim removed. Took the engine out today, so we're getting on pretty well. Like I say, that's all come out now. It's very, very manky under there, so we're going to get this out on Monday and have one of the lads give it a real hard steam clean, just so it's a bit cleaner to work on. And then when I come back off vacation, I shall take the front suspension out and the steering and everything, and then get this. We'll make a frame for it, unless I can find something in the interim, so this can go on the rotisserie, and we'll then turn it over and again hit it real hard with a steamer to give it all a clean, and then it can go to the I might take it home again and start paint stripping. Once that's done, it can then go to the blasters for them to do the insides and the underneath, as much as we're going to do. So that's it inside now, with all the carpet, the dash and everything stripped out, just the steering column left in place. All the wiring harnesses are removed, and everything's in pretty good shape, just very dirty and very mucky. We've got the few bits of rust in the rear corners, but nothing of any real consequence. Haven't decided whether we're going to just tidy those up and put some speakers back in there, or whether we're going to fill those in. And we'll put new floors in. They're just got in the corners, which is a shame really, because the bulk of the metal looks very, very nice in there. But you can just see a few holes, so we'll deal with those, and I'll put new floors in, I think, rather than try and patch up. But the sills on the rockers are all very, very nice indeed. There's a few little holes in the inner fender, but nothing of any real consequence. But the actual sills and rockers are superb, as are the front fenders. The rears, not so much. They've suffered a little bit, but the boot floor is very nice. So no real issues there. I think we're going to need, I'm pretty sure we're going to wind up going for a new gas tank. But that's all quite nice, you know, no real nasties in the bottom of the well. So it's all good really, quite a good start point, I guess. Would have liked a little less metal work to do, but c'est la vie. Be nice when it's all complete though, although I think will be a long term thing. I guess we're going to be looking another 18 months to 2 years to get this complete. Yeah. There you are. So almost an empty Mercedes. Not quite. Another day or so on that, I guess, would have seen that pretty much stripped out. So I'll deal with that in a week or two. And over here is the motor and everything else ready for cleaning. So that's as the motor has come out of the car, and very, very mucky indeed. Same with the transmission, every bloody thing's caked in crap. So what we've got, the intake plenum is there, and the transmission crossmember and mount, gearbox there, clutch, starter, bell housing, adapter plate, prop shaft, alternator, and various heat shields and bits of throttle linkage and what have you. So they'll all go out and get a real hard going over on Monday with the steamer. And then we can see what we've got. Got USA written on the back there. I don't know if that's factory or if that's something else. I guess it's a factory thing. I don't know why anybody else would write USA in there. So there you are. I've got the exhaust manifolds in that pile of sandblast and a couple of other odds and ends. The throttle accelerator pedal rod is in there, and that'll go to the sandblasters, and with those other bits, and I'll get those blasted and painted, so at least that's another part done. I'll just put this up in the air and we'll go underneath.